This is Spells and Secrets, an action roguelike that is a cozy version of Harry Potter. Together with all its features like enemies, secrets, bosses and various spells, it is an exciting game to play. You're a student that has just enrolled at the school of Greifenstein. On your first day there are already problems, like the school being targeted by some magical terrorists that let loose enemies throughout the whole school. The only safe place for you to go is the schoolyard. Things happen, you meet the terrorists and get blasted into oblivion. And then you get blasted into the school, because you have a magical feather. Makes sense. With this feather you can only return if you die. You can't suddenly decide to go back. The game is separated into two parts, the dungeons and the schoolyard. The dungeons are filled with enemies. As always, I want to talk about that part later. Here you can find some puzzles. You have fairly easy ones where you need to twist some candles or hang some painting correctly. And you have a chess puzzle. The only problem with this one is that if you don't understand chess, you're kind of screwed. The little text on the chess pieces helps a little bit, but it is still mighty confusing. Once you make some more progress in the school, there will be a lot more secrets for you to solve. By solving secrets you can unlock a chest that gives you gold and magical books that give you spell points. This you can use to buy new spells, upgrade old spells or buy an upgrade at the Griffin statue. Some of the rooms also have magic sacks hidden in them. Opening them will give you a reward, most of the time it's gold. In the dungeons you can also find a shop where you can buy some new things or trade in your gold for some green cards. You also have the gauntlet, a special room that has a magic circle on the ground to start the event, much like the boss room. Completing the gauntlet gives you an artifact, so it's really worth it. The boss battles only have one problem, and that is that it is a bit boring. The game is not, but just wizard one-on-one battles. What makes it even more annoying is that you have a big interval before you can cast your next spell. And if that is not enough, you also have a stamina bar to worry about. During your travel in the dungeon you can see the user interface. On the right side of the screen you have nothing. In the middle top you have some magic points and gold you can spend, but only the magic points will stay if you die. Once you are in the schoolyard you have lost your gold. So a hidden tip is to trade your gold in for those green cards in the shop. In the middle bottom you see a map. You also see how long you spent in a dungeon and where you are. I have quite a hard time noticing the map when I look for it. On the map you can see some various icons. You are the green arrow thing. But there's also a vending machine icon, a secret icon, a magic sack icon, a magic orb icon, an icon when there's a shop, a potion icon, a student rescue icon, a boss icon, a gauntlet icon and a heart icon. Then in the top left you can see how many hearts you have left. When you get damage for half a heart, so 3 hearts will actually be 6 life. Eventually you can upgrade your life at Merlin's Boon, so you might have more. The bottom left has 2 things. It shows the spells you are using together with the artifacts you have collected and a potion you are using. Potions can be bought from vending machines, by the way. The other screen will appear when you're not readying your wand. Here you can see which spells you are able to use, the way to see the map better, what equipment you can wear, and how popular you are in the 4 factions. I talk about the factions a bit later. Then you have the loads of enemies you can find around the school. And what I really like about this game is how you're able to use those enemies. The enemies have types, and because it's gonna be quite a lot, we're going over it really quick. You have electrical ones, magical ones, freezing ones, fire ones and mundane ones. I think mundane means normal. For the enemies you have a blobber. When you use telekinesis on a toxic one, combine this one with a burning one and it explodes. Out of the 2 only the fire one explodes. No clue what the slimy one does, but there will be a slimy puddle. Then you have some armadillos. These enemies really speak for themselves. Let them charge at you and bump into a thing. If they bump into something, you can deal them double damage for a period. Then we have foxlings. I thought they were squirrels. They teleport near you and then throw something at you. Sometimes for extra damage you can levitate them, but this doesn't seem to work the whole time. We also have cute little dragons. These drakes fire off a fireball that explodes, but you can jostle them into walls to do 25 damage. Doing it 2 times will make them poof. There are also flying batteries that yeet objects at you. You can hit them once they appear. Damaging them makes them stunned for a bit. This also will make them vulnerable. The last 2 enemies you can only find in the estate. For the salad lovers under us, we have some plants. These guys attack when you're within a certain distance. The attack it does depends on the type of plant you're fighting, but basically they set a glowy circle in the place you're standing at that moment, but you can dodge out of it. Most of the time you can be in range to attack yourself, but the plant can't reach you. Then we also have the original mages. Depending on the type they have different attacks. We have a guy that supports the attacks of others, and we have a guy that does lightning blast. And there's also a shiny Pokemon. Well, actually it's a mythical creature. The golden globber. I haven't found him yet. He's not rare for no reason. Having all these enemies with all these types is quite fun once you have figured out their attack pattern. Then they are not too hard and not too annoying. Then we also have the schoolyard part. Here you can learn a big amount of spells from teachers you have saved in the schools, and there's a faction spell. You can also talk to your story buddy for some interesting conversations. By talking to a rogue you get some upgrades from Merlin's boons. You also can purchase things from the shop to win. And you can get some magic points from student hints, which you can only do once. If you talk to them again they will give you a hint but no points. What I like the most in this game are the 4 factions, like the 4 houses in Harry Potter. We have the Dream Dancers with their signature Imitate spell. We have the Shine Hunters with their signature Reclaim spell. We have the Green Guards with their signature Partner spell, and we have the Fireblades with their signature Rebuke spell. But what's even better than 4 factions is the customization screen where you can customize your character. It is quite fun but also very weird to select things. And what's even better than that is that you can misfire the Bombard spell. I quite like this game even if it has things that aren't that likable. If you want to see another amazing game, click here. Thank you for watching, until next time.